Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alameen. Wassalatu wassalamu ala nabiyyina Muhammadin wa ala alihi wa sahbihi ajma'in. Amma ba'd. فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربي اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. Rabbi Zidni Ilman Ajmain, inshallah. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala increase in all of us knowledge. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome to our new session, my brothers and sisters. First, I would like to express my brief sadness that last class, right at the end, around 4:10 or so, 4:05, there was emergency in our building. Something happened in the electric room, and the fire brigades were called, and so the hydro went off. Usually our building is very safe with all the services that are being provided, but once in a while something can go wrong, and it had to go wrong in our class. So we had interruption, and all of a sudden the class was, stopped. But Alhamdulillah, next day the Sunday class went okay. So inshallah today, hopefully, things will be okay. Now, my brothers and sisters, we are doing lesson number 17, 18, inshallah today. But let me tell you something very important, my brothers and sisters. We did lesson 17. I would like to just briefly go through it, because lesson 16 had a very important Arabic grammar rule, which in brief, I can say, kullu jama muannas. You will have to just remember that phrase, kullu jama muannas. Every student of mine in all my classes used to remember kullu jama muannas. Means, if there's a broken plural, remember, not sound plural, broken plural, it can or it will be treated as a singular muannas. Singular muannas. Then everything, in the sentence changes. This we learned in lesson number 16, and I would like you to revise that lesson. It's very short. You should update yourself. I know you remember it, but I would like you to update yourself by revising that lesson. Okay? So now I have written here something that I don't remember whether I did this last time, or maybe a thought came later on to me and I did it. Very important point to remember, my brothers and sisters. Very important point to remember. What is that important point? Agreement between mubtada and khabar. The mubtada and khabar must agree in two things. What is the first thing? Khabar agrees with the mubtada. Okay? The khabar agrees with the mubtada in number and in gender. Please remember, in number and in gender. So I will now go through this. You see here, the first lesson, first thing in the lesson number 17. Abwabul Masjidi. Abwabul Masjidi Maftuhatun. No, but Abwabu is a muzakkar because it's the plural of Bab, which is a muzakkar. Now, the Jama is Abwabu, so it became a muannas now. So the khabar must match with the muannas. So Abwabul Masjidi Maftuhatun. Ta marbuta. Maftuhatun. Maftuhatun. So this Abwabu is a kullu jama muannas, singular muannas. That is why the khabar must match, okay, in number and in gender. So now Abwabu became muannas and it also became singular in number and gender. So Abwab became muannas, feminine, and it's only one, kullu jama muannas. So the khabar has to match that. So that is why it is maftu hatun. You will have to remember this all the time. Okay. Liman hadihil buyutu. Do you see, my brothers and sisters? Hazihil buyutu. Okay. Then jadidatu. See, because it's singular. Buyut became singular. Liman, to whom does this new houses belong? What is the answer? Here. See here, baitun, which is huwa. Buyutun became here. Kullu jama muannas. So this is muannas now. Here, and then translation will be these. Or you can say they if you want. But these belong to the director of the corporation. Mudiril Sharikati. Sharikati is the corporation. Number 3, An-nujumu jamilatun. An-nujumu. What is nujumu? It is the plural of najmun. Plural of najmun, nujumun. And najmu jamilun. We can say the star is beautiful. So najmun is mudhakkar. Jamilun is the khabar. And najmu jamilun. Okay. But an nujumu kullu jama muannas jamilatun. You must pay special attention to these things. Lesson 17. It will make you very strong. Hopefully you will never forget, because all these things will appear in the Quran. Remember one thing, all these rules are derived from the Quran. Every rule of Arabic language is derived from the Quran. Okay. Quran is at the summit of Arabic literature. Summit. There's nothing above Quran. Then we say, Hazihi durusu. See? Make it singular, you will say, Hazal darsu. And then you will say, Hazal darsu sahlun. But make it plural, Hazihi durusu sahlatun. These lessons you will say. This is singular. This is plural. But you will say, these lessons are easy. Fil Hindi, lugatun kathiratun. See, lugatun is a jama. Lugatun, lugatun. If you want to put a naat, then it has to be kathiratun, because naat and manut also match in gender and in number. So this becomes singular. This is singular. So there you will say, there are many languages in India. Fine. Ainal kutubul jadidatu. Where are the new books? See, kutubul jadidatu. Muannas. Muannas. Ta marbuta. Aina al-kutubul jadidatu. Where are the new books? Here. Huh? Here fil maktabati. In the library. They are in the library. Okay, here. Huh? Tilka sururul maksuratun. See? Tilka. Okay. Those. Surur is plural of sarir. So we cannot say ulaika sururu. No. Tilka sururu maksuratun. See? It matches. Okay. Muannas, muannas, also muannas. No, you have to remember. The best thing to remember is, my brothers and sisters, revise. Revise as often as you can. With the pandemic still around us, it may be around us for a long time. Who knows? Only Allah knows. So we may get some time at home, spare time. I have a request. Please don't watch television, the garbage. No Indian movies. Garbage, garbage, waste of time. Or other movies. Instead, we should devote our time to learning Arabic. We must take advantage of the opportunity which Allah has blessed us. It's up to us to take advantage of it. Otherwise, you will be asked, I will be asked, what did you do with your spare time? Okay. Now this is singular. Huh? This is mubtada. Okay, asatu, yabaniyatu, sinnat, tu, yabaniyatu, Japanese watch, rakhisatun. See, everything matches. This is all singular, normal. Asatul yabaniyatu rakhisatun. Japanese watch, not watches. Japanese watch is inexpensive. Hazil humuru. Now, himarun, which is the donkey, has two plurals, humurun and hamirun. So these donkeys, these donkeys belong to the farmer, cultivator. Aina kutubukunna ya akhwatu. Where are your books? See now here, kutubukunna, your books. What is the answer? Here. Why here? Because it refers to kutubukunna, which is kullu jama muannas. So this became muannas, then we will say here fil fasli. They are in the class. Okay. Hadihi kutubi, these are my books. And tilka kutubu ukhti, and those are my sister's book. Huh? See here, hazihi kutubi. How did you arrive at kutubi? How did you arrive at kutubi? See, kutubu, are you with me? Kutubu plus ya mutakallim, which became kutubi, my books. Do you see? My books. These are my books. Okay, keep that in mind. I sometimes do make explanation important to explain to you, my brothers and sisters. هذه مكاتب. مكتب Jama is makatibu. Remember, look at this. Maktabun, bun, bun, bun. And then makatibu. Why? Because this form of plural, mafailu. I will write down ma fa ilu. Or there's another form, ma fa ilu. Okay, remember this. My brothers and sisters, we will learn more. This will continue till even in book 3, that these forms, they are diptote, mamnum and sarf. So it will be mafailu, decline it, make it mansub, mafaila, Make it majroor, mafaila. Remember? Zainabu, Zainaba, Zainaba. Like that, they are diptoed. So what is the answer? Okay. Hadihi, see, these. No, hazihi, the meaning is these. These are the desk of students. Students' desk. Huh? Now we come to here. Fi hadhihi shari, in this street. See, again, fanadiku, that is mafailu. Kabiratun. See, now kabiratun is a singular. This is plural. Huh? So why singular here? Kullu jama muannas. Now you have to come up with that expression, kullu jama muannas, inshallah. I say again, inshallah, instantly. It will become part of our understanding of the language, and we should be, inshallah, become fluent. And may Allah bless you all, and to myself also, the fluency of the rules of Arabic language. Fine. No, I don't know whether I should go with this or not. We did this last time. I will do from here. Exercise number 2. See, al-babu maftuhun, matches. Khabar matches with mubtada. In how does it match? In gender, mudhakkar, and in number, 1, 1. But as soon as you make it al-abwabu, it became muannas. And then maftuhun became maftuhatun. Now you must do and write. I have a very close friend. I don't want to take his name, When I say his, it is brother. We treat everybody as a brother. When he got into learning Arabic, he was so obsessed. He said, I want to improve my handwriting. So not only he did all the exercises, but the whole lessons, everything. He used to write. And mashallah, he became very fluent in understanding everything. So I give his example to many people without taking his name, because if I take his name, he will be very offended, So I don't want to take his name, but he worked very hard in writing. He was obsessed. He said, I want to learn everything and I want to write everything. I hope you can follow his example. So my brother and sister, Hada kalamun jadidun. What will you say? Hadihi aklamun jadidatun. No, I'm not writing. Okay. An-nujumu jamilun. An-nujumu jamilatun. Zalika kitabu kadimun. So you will say Zalika. So we'll say Tilka. Kitabun kutubun. Kadimatun. See? Tilka kutubun kadimatun. Zalika al-baytu jamilun. So what will you say? Tilka al-buyutu jamilatun. Haza darsu sahelun. You will say haza. Hazihi durusu sahelatun. I did not write, but don't worry. Zalikal jabalu baidun. Make it plural. Tilkal jibalu. And then baidun became baidatun. So if you write and think, inshallah, you'll become master. That will make the rest of everything that you learn easy for you. See, I love Dr. Abdul Rahim's, may Allah bless him, always bless him, his style. He explains this one particular aspect of grammar in one lesson, and then it will come in again lessons. It will be repeated in again lessons. But while he's explaining, he will stick to one point only. So what we are learning is kullu jama muannas. Okay. So That is very important. You won't find this kind of a teaching in any other book. In any other book. Now, my brother and sister, I did not complete it, but we'll do together. هذه المكاتب. I wrote that. And what will you say now? Khabar. What will be the khabar? We should match. هذه. What will be? Maksuratun. هذا مسجد جميل. So now you have to also understand or remember plurals. هذه مساجد. Masajidu. Jamilatun. These mosques are beautiful. So again, let me point it out. Makatibu, the pattern is mafailu. You have to remember the pattern. Ma, fa, ilu. Now, masjidun, masajidu. Same thing. Mafailu. Remember, هذه المساجد جميلة. Fine. هذه ساعة رخيصة. So now make it into plural. It will still be هذه, and ساعة will change into ساعات, and this will remain same, رخيصة. Do you see this, my brothers and sisters? This is important. When you write it, also think about it, inshallah. It is very important. Tilkal ta'iratu kabiratun, the aeroplane. What will you say again? Tilkal ta'iratu, and kabiratun will remain same. Okay. Haza talibun jadidun. Now make it into plural. Now here, because this is akil, we will say haulai tullabu jududun. See, everything plural. Everything plural. Tullabu jududun. Tullabun jududun. Zalika rajulu. Fine. Now here also akil. Zalika rajulu tajirun kabirun. Zalika will change into ulaika rijalu. Did you get it? Tujarun kibarun. Now, if you write, then you can just feel the thing in your mind and heart. Alhamdulillah. Fine. Hadha nahru. This river is very big. So now what will you say? Hazihi. Nahar will become anharu, and kabirun will become kabiratun. Hadihil anharu kabiratun. Did you get it, my point, my brothers? Now, fill in the blanks with suitable predicates. Al-baytu. What will you say, my brother and sister? Al-baytu kabirun. That's it. And nujumu. Number two. See here, this is singular. It will have a singular khabar. Al-baytu kabirun. An-nujumu. An-nujumu. You can say jamilatun or baidatun. Al-babu maftuhun. Al-kalamu maksurun. Al-buyutu. See, al-buyutu. Can you see? Sagiratun. Al-abwabu. The doors are open, singular. Maftuhatun. Kulu jama muannas. Or you can say mughlaqatun. Open or closed, inshallah. As-sayyaratu. This is plural. Make a sentence. These cars are old. What will you say? As-sayyaratu, and then singular. Khabar will be singular, matches, Okay? Fine. Kadimatun. We will treat this as a kulu jama muannas. Al-mindilu, singular. Nazifatun. The handkerchief is clean. Al-fanadiku. I'm again repeating. Mafailu. Fanadiku karibatun. The hotels are close by. At-tullabu, okay, my brother and sister, give some news about it. Mujtahiduna, akil, akil, my brothers and sisters. And then mujtahiduna is the khabar. It matches, number. Tullabu, plural. Mujtahiduna, plural. Al-kumsanu, now here is a broken plural. Kamisun, kumsanun, wasikhatun, they are dirty. Okay, yes, I think we are coming close to our end, and then I'll start a new lesson. And I also want to teach you a little bit more about fi'lun mudariun, plurals. Fi'lun mudariun, okay, present tense. I want to teach you slowly, slowly. I won't rush. We can do it slowly, slowly. And I'm going to send you another handout tonight, inshallah. To everyone. I have the list which consists of both Saturday class, Sunday class, but this handout is so beautiful. It will make you understand. There's a song into it, but I won't sing it today. When you have the handout in your hand next time, then I'll sing the song. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Now, write the plurals of the following. Babun, you should be able to do it. Abwabun, Baitun, Buyutun, Najmun, Nujumun, Kalamun, Aklamun, Hemarun. You can put Humurun or Hamirun. Sarirun, Sururun, Nahrun, 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 Anharu. Sayaratun, make a plural. Open your mouth. Sayaratun. Okay, Sayaratun. Fine. Kalbun, Kilabun. Tairatun. Open your mouth. Tairatun. Darsun, Durusun. Bahrun, Biharun. Kitabun, you know Kitabun. Are you sure you know Kitabun? Kitabun, Kutubun. Kamisu, Kumsan. Darrajatun. Open your mouth. Darrajatun. Haklun, Hukulun. Jabalun, Jibalun. Fine. Sharikatu, Sharikatun. Corporations. Mudiru Sharikati, the director of the corporation. Rakhisun, I think Rakhisun should be only Rakhisatun. No problem. Rakhisun is inexpensive. See now here, Al-Kamisu Jama Kumsan. Write it, please. Write it. Now we come to a new concept. New concept. Okay. Again, this is a new lesson, another new concept. What is the new concept, my brothers and sisters? Introduction of dual, my brothers and sisters. In English language, there is a singular, one, and dual, more than one. But in Arabic, which is very precise, we have singular, one, and if you say two, it's dual. And more than two is plural. So we have singular, dual, and plural. Now, what is so special about dual? What is so special about dual, my brothers and sisters? That it ends with ani. How does it end? Ani. Did I say nani? No, 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 not nani. Nani is at home. Ani. Ani. Remember ani. We'll do a lot of practice. Dr. Abdurrahim will give us a lot of exercises to practice. Now, there's another thing that is coming here. Come. What is the meaning of come? What is the meaning of come, my brother and sister? Come is used for asking question. How many? How many? No, I have request. How many? Come. Now, come, when it comes, this is for asking question, it will be followed by a singular noun. What is this? Singular noun. How is this singular noun? It's mansub. Huh? Akhun, akhun marfu, make it mansub. Akhan, akhan, akhun, akhan. See here, come, akhan. See, akhun, singular. This is mansub, so it became akhun, akhan. Now, see, if you give that tanween, then we have to write an alif as a rule, spelling rule, but we don't pronounce. Huh? Look at it. Akhun, akhan. Ukhtun, ukhtan. Ukhtun, ukhtan. See? Now, this rule you must remember, and I'll tell you many other things about this, why it is mansub, why it is mansub. Huh? It is called, my brother and sister, tamiz. Dr. Abdurrahim doesn't mention. No, it is too early to go into tamiz, but I usually do it because it's not a very difficult thing. So now, if you say, come laka ya Muhammad, the sentence is ambiguous. In order to remove ambiguity, we bring tamiz. And tamiz is always mansub. Just keep that in mind, because if you forget, don't worry. I will repeat it again and again and again. So you will become strong, inshallah. So now we have come, which means how many? Akhan, which comes, the noun comes after come, and it is mansub. Watch the spelling of noun that you write. Kam akhan laka ya Muhammad. How many brothers? No, you are saying how many brothers you have, ya Muhammad. What is the answer? Li, I have or belongs to me. Akhun, I have. Wahidun, my brother and sister. I have one brother. See, akhun, wahidun. Now this also I would like you to remember, okay? Inshallah. Li akhun wahidun. So li, my brother and sister, jar majrur, shibu jumla, khabar, muqaddam. It came in the beginning of the sentence. Akhun is a mubtada. So what is this wahidun? Akhun wahidun, one brother. Now, soon in the next lesson, or maybe in this lesson, no, I believe it will be in the, here only dual. Then in the next lesson, yes, in the next lesson 19, we are learning the counting of the numbers, So see, Salasatu Tullabin, Arbatu Tullabin, 3 students, 4 students, 5 students, 6 students, 7, 8, 9, 10 students. Look at it. We are not studying it. but I want you to look at it. Huh? These are numbers. These are numbers. No more than that today. No, I am not going to go deeply. But what about 1 and 2? What about 1 and 2? Why are they not mentioned here? The way these are mentioned, 3 students, 4 students, 5 students. Why not 1 and 2? Now I'll explain you my. 1 and 2 will always come as an adjective. They will always come as an adjective. So that is why we have, my brothers and sisters, we have li akhun wahidun. And, and if you want to say ukhtun, then you will say li ukhtun wahidatun. Ukhtun wahidatun. And then what is the, for dual? Isnani. Wahid and Isnani. I have a song also, but next week, inshallah. Song is very, very elementary. The way kids are taught in kindergarten, this is like a kindergarten song, you know. So I will do it next time. So I want you to remember, number 1 and number 2. They are, the numbers come as a adjective. Adjective, huh? Fine. Here, see, akhun wahidatun, here, ukhtani. It should have been li ukhtani isna tani. Li ukhtani isnatani. Isnatani. Huh? Isnatani. Now, it's not written here. It's not written here. Why? Dr. Abdurrahim explains, you know, in the lessons, when we see the numbers, that when you say li ukhtani, the construction of ukhtani itself is enough to say 2. But when you say li ukhtani isnatani, then you are emphasizing it. Okay? There's nothing wrong but to say isnatani, but it is not necessary because ukhtani gives the message that 2. Excuse me. So now, having said that, so how do you make dual? Introduction of dual. The dual form ends in ani. So you can take any singular noun. Excuse me. Any singular noun and make it into dual. Kitabun, make it a dual. Kitabani. What did you add? Ani. Kitabun, put it ani, kitabani. Kalamun, kalamani. Masjidun, masjidani. Baitun, baitani. Sayaratun, sayaratani. So like that, you will always use like ani at the end of the singular. Fine. So kam akhan laka ya Muhammad. Li, they are majroor, shibu jumla khabar. Akhun, mubtada, wahidun, naat. Kam ukhtan laka. Li, I have ukhtani. I have 2 sisters. Kam ajalatan, see, look at these nouns. They are after kam. They are mansub. Watch the spelling. Kam ajlatan lidarajati ya Hamid. How many wheels are in your bicycle? Oh, ya Hamid. Excuse me. Sorry about that, brothers. How many wheels are in your bicycle? Lidarajati ya Hamid. How many wheels to the bicycle? Yeah. Laha, see? Laha, because daraja, this is muannas. This is muannas. Okay? So, ajalatan will become ajalatani, but this will change into laha. Instead of li or lahu, it became laha ajalatani. So what will you say? It has two wheels. Oh, Eid is coming also. Come Eidan. Eid means festivity, the time of festivity. Come Eidan, fis sanati ya Zakaria. Okay, my brother said, first make Eidan, which is mansub. Do you see it is mansub? Come Eidan. It's not come Eidun. Come Eidan. Make dual. Eid, make it dual. Okay, let me write down. Eidun, make it dual. You know how to make it dual? Bring Ani. Eidan. Eidun, singular. This is dual. Come Eidan fi sanati ya Zakaria. How many festivities in a year? Ya Zakaria. Fi sanati. See here. Fi sanati Eidani. Huma Eidul Fitri wa Eidul Adha. This is what we'll be celebrating soon, inshallah. Okay. So fi sanati. Now this is jar majrur. Shibu jumla khabar. Now, Eid, there are two festivities in a year. Okay, Homa, Eidul Fitri, or Eidul Adha. Now, I forgot to tell you, but it's not more important. Now it is important. Now it is important. Now, when you write Kitabani or Kalamani or Eidani or Masjidani, but what is the sign of Marfu in dual? See, Kitabun, the Tanween is the sign of Marfu. Kitaban, Mansub, Kitabin, Majrur. Remember, Kitabun, Kitaban, Kitabin, Dundandin. Okay. Now, Kitabani, what is the sign of Marfu? You have to remember this much. Alif. Alif is the sign of Marfu in dual. Now, this is something very new. I'm trying to tell you. But don't worry, I'll be repeating it. But I won't tell you Mansub and Majroor now. This is not important because Dr. Abdurrahim will not mention it. And I don't want to mention it. Okay, so when you say in the, I'm giving you a sentence from myself. In the, I'm writing it, inshallah. Just to make my point strong. In the, I have, in the, okay. Kitabun, I have. In the, I have. Kitabun Jadidun. I have Kitabun jadidun. Fine. Now, how will I write down dual? I have Hindi. This is important for you to look at it. Kitabani jadidun jadidani. See, Hindi kitabani jadidani. Look at it, my brother. What is Hindi? Hindi means first it is in the, and then plus ya mutakallim would change this into Hindi. Inda became Hindi. So Inda is zarf. Shibu jumla khabar. That's it. You won't say mudaf. No, we know it always mudaf. And ya mutakallim is mudaf ilayhi. Only you will say mudaf ilayhi. Inda zarf shibu jumla khabar, and ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi. Did you got the idea? Now, if I say indi kitabun, then kitabun became your mubtada. Khabar came in advance, and jadidun is the naat. But now I say indi kitabani jadidani. So my brother and sister, I ask you something. Translate it. I will say I have 2 new books. Kitabani jadidani. So if I say indi, remember indi kitabun jadidun. So kitabun is mubtada. How do I know it is mubtada? Maybe I should write down again. I write down. Hindi kitabun shadidun. So my brothers and sisters, Hindi, as you know, we did analyze. It is in the zarf shubu jumla khabar ya mutakallim mudaf ilayhi, and then kitabun mubtada. Mubtada has to be marfu. Is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. How do you know it is marfu? Because I can see tanween here. Kitabun, the naat has to match the manut in its declension. So kitabun jadidun. Now I say to you, my brothers and sisters, indi kitabani jadidani. So now kitabani is marfu. It's a mubtada. But I don't see any dhamma, fatah, kasra there. No. So this alif, please remember, this alif is the sign of its marfu. And jadidani, this is the sign of its marfu. No more than that. Just remember, because if I start to show you these things very soon, you will become very, very strong, inshallah. Okay? I just want to point out to you. Now, Dr. Abdurim doesn't define these here, but I take an initiative to explain you, knowing that this is the first time. You may feel it, you may feel that you are getting it, or I will keep on repeating in every dars, so you will understand it, inshallah. So the dual, when a noun is dual, the sign of its marfu is the alif. And the sign of mansub and majroor, not today. Not today. I don't want to confuse you. Just remember the sign of marfu is alif. Okay? It's alif, inshallah. So now we come here. We come here. I want to remove this. I want to remove from here this. Kam ukhtan laka. Huh? Kam ukhtan laka. Li, I have. Jar majroor shibu jumla khabar. Ukhtani. This is your mubtada. Are you sure it is mubtada? It has to be marfu. I don't see dhamma. How do I know it is marfu? Because it has alif. Please remember. Huh? Gradually you will remember it, and I'll be repeating it. So the duals are marfu by alif, and mansub and majroor not today. Okay. Kam ajratan lidarajati ya Hamid. Laha jar majroor shibu jumla khabar. And this is your mubtada. Is it marfu? Now you should answer me. Yes. How do you know it is marfu? Because it has alif there. That is the sign of its marfu. Fine. Come idan fi sanati ya Zakaria. Fi sanati. Okay, my brother and sister. Fi sanati jar majroor shibu jumla khabar. Harf jar ism majroor. Shibu jumla khabar muqaddam. What is this then? Idani is mubtada. Idani means dual. Is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. How do I know? Because dual is marfu by the alif. Marfu bil alif. Marfu bil alif. Huma jar majroor shibu jumla khabar. Mubtada mudaf ila Eid al-Fitri wa Eid al-Adha. Mudarris. Ya Ibrahim, abuka, your father, tajirun kabirun. Kam sayara tan. How many cars he has? Because he's a big merchant. How many cars she has? Indahu. Indahu. See now, this is very beautiful. See how clever Dr. Abdurrahim is. Indahu sayaratani. So inda Shubu Jumla Khabar. Hu mudaf ilayhi. Sayaratani mubtada. Is it mubtada? Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of its marfu? Marfu bil alif. Did you get it? Kabiratani. This is the knot. It should match the manut. Is it marfu? Yes. How do I know it is marfu? The alif is the sign of it's marfu. Indahu sayaratani kabiratani. It has got two big cars. Was sayaratani again. Sayaratani, sagiratani. No, sayaratani, sagiratani. These are all marfu. They are dual. Marfu bil alif. This is what I want you to remember. I will be emphasizing it all the time, inshallah. You will become very strong. Kam nafizatan. See, how many windows? Fi gurfatika ya Ismail. In your room. Fiha jar majroor shubu jumla khabar. Nafizatani. There are two windows in my room. So nafizatani is mubtada. This is mubtada. Okay. How do you know it is mubtada? The mubtada is always marfu. Is this marfu? Your answer will be yes. Alif is the sign of its marfu. Nafizatani marfuun bil alif. Bil alif. Liman hazani. Now haza becomes hazani. Daftarani. Huma, they belong to me. Fine. Liman, see, hazani became, no, hazi, haza became hazani, and هذه will become هاتان. هذه will become هاتان. لمن هاتان مسترتان هما لي, they belong to me, inshallah. Okay, my brothers and sisters, we come. I have to write here something. Make your answers in dual. Even if you don't have, you have to use dual. Even if you don't have brother, you will say, I have two brothers, two sisters. Even if you have five brothers, you will say, I have two brothers for the sake of this lesson. Kam kalaman indaka. So now, do you see here? Kam has come. This is your kalaman. The noun is mansub. It is singular noun. It is mansub. You can see the tanwin, indaka. How many pens you have? Indi, I have. How many? Kalamani. So, inda, shubu jumla khabar, ya, mudaf ilayhi, kalamani. What is kalamani, my brothers? Dual. It's mubtada. Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Inshallah, you'll remember. Now, you see here, we have akhun. This is important to, there are some, spellings which are not according to the rules that we are learning, but there's a reason for them to be different. I won't go in different that. So akhun will not be akhani, akhawani. You have to remember this. You will have to remember this. Akhun will become akhawani. Fine, my brothers and sisters. So the question is, you will inshallah write this. Even here again it is written Allahu Musannahu, dual is akhawani. Akhawani. Fine? Okay. So now, kam kalaman indaka, what will you say? Indi kalamani. Kam kitaban indaka, what will you say? Indi kitabani. Kam saburatan fi faslikum. So what will you say? Fi faslina saburatani. Okay, I'm just writing these things to make that you have to make duals of these. You will have to make duals of these. Fi faslina saburatani. Now, if I say, you're asking Layla, kam riyalan indaki, kam riyalan indaki al-ana, now. Ya Layla, okay. How many riyals do you have now? What will be your answer? Indi riyalani. Indi riyalani. Riyalani. You have to make dual of these. Kam ukhtan laka ya Ali, li ukhtani. These are very simple. You just say li ukhtani. Now you see, we did before, and I always want to practice with you. I hope you will remember the songs because they are very helpful, very helpful. Now we have a song here, La. No, it is Li, sorry. Li, harf jar. Li is a harf jar, okay? And then I want you to I want you to put all the 14 pronouns. All the 14 pronouns, my brother and sister. 14 pronouns. Now remember the song, you know. When a pronoun joins a noun, we get mudaf, mudaf ilayhi. When a pronoun joins preposition, we get jarun wa majrurun. Okay, so when a pronoun joins preposition together, we get jar majroor. So now I want you to put li plus who, and we will put 14 pronouns. If you practice these things, you know, and understand deeply, whether you have understood something very important in a very early stage of your study of Arabic language. This is who. Now, li harf jar, who is ism majroor. Put it together. What will you say? Will you say lihu? No, no, no. It's the expression in the face is very funny. You must stand in front of the mirror when you are brushing your teeth in the morning or at night. You say lihu? No, no, no. So then Arabic language, you know, the owners of Arabic language, they changed the sign here to lahu. Actually, it is li. Harf jar is li. See, we say, yes, li. So we say lahu. Can you conjugate 14 pronouns? You should be able to do it. And the best way to do is to sing. Lahu, lahuma, lahum, laha, lahuma, lahunna, laka, lakuma, lakum, laki, lakuma, lakunna. And then ya mutakallim. When the ya mutakallim came, it changed into li. And then we won't say lina, we will say lana. I say one more time. Lahu, lahuma, lahum, laha, lahuma, lahunna, laka, lakuma, lakum, laki, lakuma, lakunna. And then li, lana. Remember this, my brother. No, we have to use this here all the time. Okay. Kam riyalan indaki alana ya layla indi riyalani. Fine. Kam ukhtan laki ya layla ya Ali. What will you say? Lu, li. Here you will say li. Li ukhtani. Li ukhtani. Kan amman laki ya Amina, you will say li ammani. Ammani. See, ani, 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 ani. Come sadikan laka ya Muhammad. What will be your answer? Li sadikani. Li sadikani. Fine. Come taliban jadidan fi faslikum. What will you say? Now, this is very important, and very beautiful. Come Taliban Jadidan. You come, after come, Taliban came, is Mansub. The Naat is also Mansub. Come Taliban Jadidan. How many new students in your class? We only have to answer in dual, not in many. Fi Faslina, what will you say? Fi faslina, make it dual. Talibani, make the knot. Jadidani. Talibani, Jadidani. Talibani, Jadidani. Talibani and Jadidani. Right, my brother. Jadidani. Fine. Kam masjidan fi qaryatika ya Zakaria. How many mosques? Look at it, my mother. Masjidan. How many mosques? Fi qaryatika. Qaryatik is your village. You will say fi qaryati, in my village. Masjidani. Masjidani. Right. Kam fundukan fi hadhi sharia. How many hotels in this street? Fi hadhi shari. Fundukani. Make it dual. Fundukani. Masjidani. Talibani. Jadidani. Now here comes Kam akhan laka. Laki, sorry, is a lady. Kam akhan laki ya Suad. Kam akhan laki ya Suad. What will you say? Li akhawani. Li akhawani. Is no, li jar mazur shibu jumla khabar. Akhwani is mubtada. Is it marfu? I ask you. Is it marfu? Yes. What is the sign of its marfu? Alif. Please remember. Now we come to the next one. Oh, there are a lot of exercise. Okay, fine. We'll do it, inshallah. We have some time. Yes, we'll try to do it, inshallah. And then if whatever time I have, I'll give to the verbs. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Now, here you must see this sign star. See the sign star. This is because this is a compound sentence. And I want you to get used to it. Compound sentence. When I say compound sentence, means there's a mubtada in the beginning and the khabar is the whole new sentence coming after it. We have done it, but I want to repeat it and I want to keep on repeating it to make you more strong, inshallah. Fine. So now we have here Khalidun. I put a line here. Why? Khalidun is mubtada. Okay. Lahu, see, lahu came. Lahu ibnani wa bintani. He has 2 sons and 2 daughters. Okay, my brothers and sisters. So this sentence is another sentence with its own mubtada and khabar, and this will be the khabar for Khalidun. Okay. Maybe I should write down. See, we have Khalidun. Khalidun is your mubtada. If I write down meme, I hope you will understand. Or maybe I should write down mubtada. Mubtada. Fine. Where is the khabar? So, lahu ibnani wa bintani. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Khalidun mubtada. Okay. Lahu. Okay. Jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. jar majrur, shibu jumla khabar. Ibnani, what is ibnani? Mubtada. Is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. Alif. Wa bintani, is it marfu? Yes, it is marfu. This is alif. So try to translate it. Khalid, he has 2 sons and 2 daughters. So this is your mubtada, jar majrur. Jar majrur. This is mubtada, mubtada, harfu atfin, and bintani is maut. It's connected with ibnani. Now then you will say al-jumlatu. Al-jumlatu fi mahalli raf'in khabarun li mubtada awwal, you can say. Mubtada awwal. First mubtada. So this sentence is a khabar for Khalid. Okay. Now I'm writing al-jumlatu fi mahalli raf'in khabar li mubtada awwal. Now, brothers and sisters, some of you are very hardworking. You have time, you have devotion, you have been studying. And some of you may not have enough time to study. But I will repeat these concepts so that you can become very, very strong. Repeat. I'll explain you again. If you don't understand, ask me again. Write me again. I will do it for you, inshallah. So this sign is to tell you that this is a compound sentence. Dabe mein dabi. You have a box, there's another box inside that box, you know. So this is the way it is. Now we come to the next one. Fi hazal baiti, my brother and sister, fi hazal baiti. Now if you can remember, you will see what is fi, harf jar. What is haza? Ism majrur, correct? Then you will say immediately jar majrur, shibu jumla khabar. Fine. Then what is al-bayti? What is al-bayti? This is jar majrur. What is al-bayti? Do you remember? Can you think of it? This is your badal. After haza, ismu ishara, if a noun comes with alif lam, it's a badal. So fi harf jar, haza ism majrur, and al-bayti is badal. Okay, where is the mubtada? Gurfatani. In this house, there are 2 big rooms. Gurfatani, kabiratani. So what is gurfatani, my brothers and sisters? What is gurfatani? It's mubtada. Is it marfu? Yes. Alif. Kabiratani is a not. Gurfatani, kabiratani, is it marfu? Yes, it's a not. Fi hazal baiti, in this house, there are 2 big rooms. Did you get the idea? Now again, compound sentence. Fatimatu, mubtada. Make it a separate sentence. I'm writing it. I'm Fatimatu, mubtada. Laha. Oh. What is laha? No, this is jar majrur shibu jumla khabar. Okay, fine. This is where is mubtada for laha? Tiflani. Two, and sagirani. 2 small sons, babies, you can say. 2 small younger ones. 2 small child, you can say. Tiflani, sagirani. Now this laha, tiflani, sagirani This is the whole sentence. That will sentence will be described as jumlatu, fi mahali raf'in khabar li mubtada. It got erased. Don't worry. I will write on now, but it was al jumlatu fi mahali raf'in. You will hear this from me a lot. Khabar li mubtada awwal. So this jumla, al jumlatu fi mahalli raf'in khabar li Fatima. You see, because no. Fatima is mubtada. Laha tiflani sagirani. Al jumlatu fi mahalli raf'in khabar for mubtada Fatima. Fine. Only these two came, and I thought I will mention so that slowly, inshallah, you'll become very strong. Now, my brothers and sisters, li aynani. Oh, this is very easy. What is the singular? Aynun. Li aynani. What is the translation? I have two eyes. Do I have two eyes? Yes. Alhamdulillah. Li aynani. Li aynani. Wa udhnani. And I have two ears. Wa yadani. And I have two hands. Wa rijlani. See, dual. Udhnun, udhnani. Yadun, yadani. Rijlun, rijlani. Duals. These are all duals, my brothers and sisters. Marfu. Alif bil alif. Fine. في هذه الحي, in this locality, madrasatani. في, my brothers and sisters, watch carefully. في حرف جر هذا مبتدا, and what is the الحي? This is your badal. Madrasatani. There are two schools. In this locality, there are two schools. This is very beautiful. We should understand it very nicely, inshallah. What is it? Salatul Fajri. The morning salah. Salatul Fajri. Rak'atani. Rak'atani. There are two rak'ahs in the Salatul Fajri. So what will be your analysis if you want to say Salatu Mubtada, Huwa Mudaf, Mudaf ilayhi. And what is this Rak'atani? This is your khabar. Okay? There are two rak'ahs in the Salatul Fajr. This is your khabar. Khabar has to be marfu. Is it marfu? How do you know it is marfu? Alif. No, lil bayti, to the house, there are, what are they, my brother and sister? Miftahani, miftahun. See, miftahun, miftahun, miftahun. Make it dual. Miftahani, ani. Just put ani. Miftahani. Okay, fine. Liman hatani bakaratani. Liman hatani. Huma lil falai. Bakaratani, fine. Ahadani tabibani min Inkaltarra. Are these two doctors from Inkaltarra? La. No. Huma min France. They are from France. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Fi kariyati, in my village. Okay, what is in your village? See, fi harf jar. Let me write down fast. Fi plus kariyati, majroor because of fi, and then ya mutakallim. Fi harf jar, kariyati ism majroor, and ya mudaf ilayhi. In this village, there are how many? Two masjid. Masjidani. This is your mubtada. Is it marfu? Yes, alif. Sagirani. Marfu? Yes, alif. Fi karyati masjidani sagirani. Translate, in my village. So I beg your pardon. I should say in my village. In my village. There are two small masjids, Now, here, my brother and sister, fill in the blanks. Fill in the suitable words and vocalize them with correct ending. This should be interesting, very interesting to do and write at home. Oh, oh Dr. Abdurrahim has to write now. Ikra al-amsilat al-atiyata. Read the following examples. Thumma, and then put da'a fi farag, fima yali. Oh, it finally came. Tamizan. Tamizan. It finally came here. Likam. Tamizan, likam. Why come? Because after come, the noun will be mansub. And it is called tamiz. And later on, I'll show you something that if there is a tamiz, in Urdu language, or even I'm sure in Farsi language from brothers from Afghanistan. I don't know about brothers from Bangladesh. Tamiz means to have a proper discipline, manners, It is no grammar there. Tamiz means, and then we say, by joke, we say, but tamiz has no manners. I will tell you about that next time, inshallah. So tamiz is a noun which removes the ambiguity from the sentence. And that noun is mansub. I repeat again, tamiz is a noun which removes ambiguity from the sentence. And it is always mansub. Remember now. So you see, come, my brothers and sisters, come ukhtan. Did you see ukhtan? Come kalaman indaka. Come sayaratan fi jamiati. Okay. So you have to now make your own sentence, use your imagination, and brothers and sisters, I encourage you to see the Hallo Tamarin, the solution to the exercise. People sometimes, teachers don't recommend it, but I recommend it, And if you have any doubt, see what is in the solution and then copy it, but write. This is what I emphasize, right? If you write it, then inshallah, next time you won't have to look to the solution immediately. So come indaka. Okay, my brothers and sisters? Indaka. What do you want to say? Come baitan indaka. Whatever you want to say. Come baitan indaka. Or come akhan laka, whatever you want to say. Come masjidan fi hadhi sharia. How many masjid? Come here again. Madrasatan fi karyatika. How many schools in your city? Come Taliban. Here you can say come. I'm just guessing, You have to guess and use it your own. Taliban. How many students in your class? Taliban. It has to be mansub. And write down the mansub properly. This is easy, my brother. what will you say? Kam idan fisanati. Kam ajlatan. Kam nafizatan. Kam nafizatan. Ajlatan. Nafizatan. Remember? Inshallah. Do it. Write it. Right? The answers properly. You should have a very beautiful notebook. You know, I wish I can show you the notebook that I made for book 1. Book. I have notebook for book 2. I have notebook for book 3. These are the things that I wrote everything, everything. The whole book has all the exercises done. And now I can show you, but there's no way I can bring it to the class. Our class is on Zoom now. Now here, change the subject into the, change the subject, my brothers and sisters. Into dual. See, now that is the beauty of Dr. Abdul Rahim's books. He gives you so many different kinds of exercises to, with a variety of, you know, sentences to make us strong. That is why I always remember Dr. Abdul Rahim, and I enjoyed learning from his book, and I recommend this book to everybody. This Madina book was, I think, written about 45 years ago, or maybe more, when Dr. Abdul Rahim joined Madina University. He was made the director of the Department of Arabic, and there were no books. So he was given the task, the responsibility of producing a book for the students. Now, remember, all the students were non-Arabs. They came from all over the world, you know. And Dr. Abdul Rahim himself is non-Arab. He's a non-Arab. He's from India. He's from Tamil Nadu. His mother tongue is Tamil. But that's beside the point. You know why? He has the working knowledge of 12 languages. Allah has blessed him with an extraordinary mind. He has the working knowledge of 12 languages, you know. And he's good at Urdu, English, everything. English he used to teach in university. In Chennai, he used to teach English in university before he embarked on his journey to learn Arabic language. So he is non-Arab. So he always told me that I know the pain of learning Arabic by the person whose language is not Arabic. So with that in mind, he wrote these books. Let me tell you one thing. He used to make his lesson on a piece of paper, then make a photocopy. Can you imagine what kind of a photocopier was 45 years ago or more than that? Now we have different, you know, the science, technology is advanced, but in those days, I think it should be in museum, the way he used to copy those things on some kind of a copywriter. Now, even today, Dr. Abdul Rahim is no longer connected with Madina University. He works for the Quran printing complex in Madina. They print Quran there, and he supervises. He's the head of translation there. Now, even today, these books, what you are understanding now, you are learning now, the same book that Dr. Abdul Rahim wrote about 45 years ago, they are still being taught in Madina University. This is a great honor to him. And we should also be very proud that I'm learning what the students learn in Madina University. I'm learning the same thing, you know, and I'll tell you a few more things later on. Okay, so Hadha Kitabun, Hadani kitabani. Okay. Now you see, I write here, hazihi. What is the dual of hazihi? Hatani. Remember that. Haza kalamun, what will you say? Hazani kalamani. They're very easy. Just follow this. Follow this example. Follow this example. هذه مسترتان مسترتان هذان مسترتان هذان. Let me write down. هذان مسترتان. Please write down. Okay. هذا طالب. What will you say? هذان طالبان. But this is halwa puri, my brother. هذه طالبة. هاتان طالبتان. هذا الرجل مدرس. هذان رجلان مدرسان. Remember this. هذان الرجل رجلان مدرسان. You will write down properly. هذا الطالب من الهند. هذان الطالبان. هذان الطالبان. Very beautiful exercise to practice. You'll become very strong. هذان طالبان من الهند. Okay. هذه ساعة من الياباني. What will you say? هاتان ساعتان. هاتان ساعتان من الياباني. No, I'm not writing too much. You have to do a lot of writing. هذه سيارة للمدير. What will you say? هاتان سيارتان للمدير. هاتان سيارتان للمدير. لمن هذا المفتاح? How will you change this? You say لمن هذان. Please remember. لمن هذان المفتاحان. هذان المفتاحان. لمن هذه الملعقة? What is the translation of this? To whom this chamchi? I beg your pardon. Okay. هذه ملعقة, this chamchi. We always had a big laugh in the class, in my live class, my brother. هذه ملعقة, this chamchi. What will you say now? هذه لمن هاتان الملعقتان. Now then you'll say, to whom these two spoons belong to. هاتان ملعقتان. Fine, brothers. Now, fine. This is very beautiful. Not difficult. Not difficult. Inshallah, I'd say another halwa puri. What is this? Write down the vowel signs properly. Kalbun, kalbani. Maktabun, write down properly. Maktabani. Kamisun, kamisani. No, I'm sorry. These are all dual. Kalbun, maktabun, kamisun, kamisani. Okay, remember, always ani, 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 akhwani, mindilani, mistaratani, ukhtani, imratani. This is not difficult. Imratun, imratani. You should write it down. That will give you a good practice, inshallah. Oh, ho, 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 ho. This is, my brothers and sisters. Make sun means, make duals. Musanna, from there, sun, sunni, make duals. Now, this should also be very, very easy for you, my brothers and sisters. Yes. Very easy. Make double duals, my brothers and sisters. Make duals. You tell me. Sayaratun. What will be the dual of sayaratun? Sayaratani. Tabibatun. Tabibatani. Waladun. Waladani. Lugatun. Lugatani. Sadikun. Sadikani. Tajirun. Tajirani. Milakatun. Wapas milakatun has come. Milakatani. Mudarisun. Mudarisani. Babun. Babani. Ismun. Ismani. Haza. Hazani. Hazihi. Hatani. Now, can you imagine so many exercises came in a different variety of ways and all explaining us one point, which is the dual, but only in marfu form. Huh? Remember, marfu form, duals. So this is very beautiful. Inshallah, you will do it, my brothers and sisters, at home, and you will enjoy doing it. Write it, my brothers and sisters. Come, remember how many? Eidun, the festivity. Ajlatan, this is the wheel. Jama, ajlatun, jama, ajlatun. Ajlatun, ajlatun, jama. Also, there's another jama, ajlun, but don't worry. Stick with this. Stick with this. Ajalatun. Al-ajalatu, ajalatun. Hayyun, ahyaun. Now, this is not very common. We are not going to use it. Riyalun. Also, we are not in Saudi Arabia. Riyalatun. Rakatun, this is important. One raka, raka'atun. Look at the dhamma. Mistaratun, masatiru. Mafailu. See, look at this. It's mafailu. Huh? Mafailu. Fine, my brothers and sisters. Now here starts the numbers. Huh? But just for the fun of it, Kam Taliban Jadidan fi faslika ya shaykhu. The Mudir has come to visit the class and he's asking, Kam Taliban Jadidan fi faslika ya shaykhu. Oh Shaykh, huh? How many? My brothers, this is how many? Taliban Jadidan. Taliban is marfu. Why it is marfu? No, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Taliban is mansoob. Why it is mansoob? Can you think of it? Taliban. This is tamiz. The tamiz comes after come. The noun is singular and it is mansoob. Come Taliban jadidan. This is the naat for Taliban. How many new students in your class? Fi fasli ka. Sorry, not fi fasli ka. Fi fasli ka. Ya Sheikh. That's all. No more. I just thought I'll give you brief. Now, my brothers and sisters, we have 15 more minutes. Alhamdulillah. We did very well. I hope you enjoyed the lesson and you learned. Now, one more thing, write as much as you can, Now, I wanted to explain you the Mudariya. You see, we did the Madi, and the 3 letters that we did in the Madi, 3 letters, all the verbs are 3-letter verbs. That is all we'll do 3-letter verb. Zahaba, okay, my brothers and sisters. Zahaba, first radical, second radical, third radical, or you will call it fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. Remember fa kalima, ain kalima, lam kalima. Okay. Now, when you change that madi into mudariya, there's something to be added. First and foremost, you will add is alamatu mudariya, the sign that makes the verb mudariya. The sign that makes the verb mudariya. It will always be in the front. In the front. Okay, fine. So always you will start with the huwa. Huwa, huma, hum, hiya, huma, hunna, anta, antuma, antum, like that. And if you, I don't want you to do more, but just up to here. Up to here, I want you to do. But before that, I want you to understand what I jokingly call, jestingly call, 5 in your pocket. All my students, even till today, they remember 5 in your pocket, 5 in your pocket. Why 5 in your pocket? It's like having some bank balance, in your pocket. You don't have to worry about it. So these 5 verbs are instantly available to you. So they are the things that I want you to understand. Huwa, hiya, anta, ana, and nahnu. Ya, ta, hamza, and nun. Okay. So for example, he goes. When you say zahaba, he went. Okay. We have done everything. Inshallah, I hope you have done practice. Keep on practicing, my brother and sister. Make at least couple of verbs, conjugation, or more in a week. Make it. It will only make you strong. So here, huwa yadhabu, hiya tazhabu, anta tazhabu, ana azhabu, nahnu nazhabu. Now, I call this 5 in your pocket, brothers and sisters, just for the fun of it. But the Dr. Abdurrahim doesn't say that. He says 4. He says 4. 4. It will be in that key also. Why does he say 4? Because these two are similar. They are similar. Hiya tazhabu, anta tazhabu. You'll say, this is confusing. No, the context of the sentence will tell you that that it is hiya or anta. So what is this, my brothers and sisters? Please remember in the beginning, alamatu mudariya, the sign of mudariya. From zahaba, you go to the mudariya, the first thing you do is put the sign of mudariya. Yeah. Okay. And then what happens? The same zahaba, the fa kalima, the first radical gets a sukoon. You have to remember that. It will never change. And this will remain with you all our lives, inshallah. And the second radical will have a fatah. And the third radical will have a dhamma. Okay? First radical, sukoon. Second radical, fatah. Third radical, dhamma. Now, because I'm going to send you one handout tonight, inshallah, when you get it, look at it and try to understand. And next week, I'll make you understand more, inshallah. So my brothers and sisters, huwa yazhabu. So if you have any one verb, okay. Jalasa, no, I don't want to give jalasa because there's changes. It changes. I want to say fataha, yaftahu, rafa'a, yarfa'u. Fataha means he opened. He opens. Fataha means he opened. Yaftahu, maybe I should write down. yaftahu. It comes from fatah. Fatah. And then I'm writing rafa'a, to raise. Rafa'a, yar, fa, u. Okay, my brothers and sisters. Now, if I say fataha, yaftahu, 5 in your pocket, what will you say? Yaftahu, taftahu, taftahu, aftahu, naftahu. Without even giving any thought to it, you will say yaftahu, taftahu, taftahu, aftahu, naftahu. Immediately, any verb, you will just say 5 in your pocket instantly. Rafa'a, yarfa'u. 5 in your pocket. Yarfa'u, tarfa'u, tarfa'u, arfa'u, narfa'u. Now I will do the thing that is jalasa, because I am writing it, so you don't have to worry. Jalasa, there is a little change. Yaj, fine, that is same. And then it is li, su, yajli su. I will explain you next time, inshallah, yajlisu. But if I just say jalasa yajlisu, 5 in your pocket, yajlisu, tajlisu, tajlisu, ajlisu, najlisu. That's it. And then I say here kharaja. Also there is a different yakh, ru, ju. No, these are the things I'll explain you next week, inshallah, brother. Once you get the handout that I'll send you tonight. Kharaja yakhruju. Yakhruju. Now I ask you, yakhruju, 5 in your pocket, what will you say? Yakhruju, takhruju, takhruju, akhruju, nakhruju. Very, very simple, my brother and sister. And then raja'a, raja. These are the 5 verbs that we did it in the raja'a, yarji'u, yarji'u. Fine. Yarji'u, 5 in your pocket. Yarji'u, tarji'u, tarji'u, arji'u, narji'u. Now, there is not much time, so I'll just make you keep on practicing. Kataba, okay, it changes into yak, tu, bu, yaktubu, yaktubu. Kataba, he wrote. Yaktubu, he writes. 5 in your pocket. Yaktubu, taktubu, 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 aktabu, aktubu, naktubu. And then now we say yeah, nasara. Nasara, Mudaria is yan suru, like kataba, yan suru. So yan suru, he helped. Nasara, nasara, yan suru. Now, nasara, yan suru, 5 in your pocket. Can you say it loudly? Yan suru, tansuru, tansuru, ansuru, nansuru. Now I write down something else. Shariba. Shariba. And it changes into yash rabu. Now these are the things I'll be explaining you next week. Shariba, yashrabu. So yashrabu, he drank, he drinks. Yashrabu. 5 in your pocket. Yashrabu, tashrabu, tashrabu, ashrabu, nashrabu. Like many beautiful verbs are coming in this way. So you will be able to at least do 5 of them, 5 in your pocket instantly, inshallah. And now let me think of one more. One more verb, inshallah. Fahima, to understand. He understood. Yafhamu, he understands. Fahima, yafhamu, he understands. So what will be that, my brother? 5 in your pocket? Huh? 5 in your pocket? Yafhamu, tafhamu, tafhamu, afhamu, nafhamu. So I found, and all my students found, it was very easy to understand and remember, 5 in your pocket. So the first thing in that thing is the alamatu mudariya. Then after alamatu mudariya, in the end of the verb is always dhamma. Look at it. There's the dhamma. Always dhamma. Okay? Always dhamma. So that dhamma is the sign. What will you say? Fi'lun mudariun marfu'un. Remember, I had told you many times, my brothers and sisters, فعل ماض فعل أمر مبنيان فعل مضارع is معرب, it declines, but we don't say dun then, we said something else. It has 3 kinds of mood. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majroor. No, my brother, sorry. It can be marfu, it can be mansub, it can be majzoom, but never majroor. It will never be majroor. Now here is what it is, my brother. See, here, fi'lun mudari'un, what is at the end? Dhamma. So you will say 5 in your pocket. Fi'lun mudari'un marfuun bi dhamma. Now here, for some reason, something comes in the verb changes into mansub, yadhaba. So you will say this is mansub. Fi'lun mudari'un mansubun bil fatah. And then here comes sukun. Something will come in front of the verb and it will change it into sukun. Yadhab. Yadhab. So you see, yadhabu, yazhaba, yazhab. But then 5 in your pocket will not change. It will also be like the same thing. Same thing. Yadhabu, tazabu, tazabu, azabu, nazabu. Same thing. Yazaba, tadhaba, tazaba, azaba, nazaba. Same thing. Yazhab, tazhab, tazhab, azhab, nazab. So this is the brief, my brothers and sisters, explanation. But again, I say, don't worry if you did not understand 100%. I will be repeating it again and again to make you strong, so that by the time, inshallah, you will stay with us, with me, and we go to book 2, lesson number 5, when the floodgates of verbs will be opened by Dr. Abdurrahim, and everywhere you will say verb. You look under the chair, there is a verb. You look behind, there is a verb. You look on your right, there is a verb. On your left, there is a verb. You look up, there is a verb. Okay. Under the pillow also there will be verb. Under the bed will be also verb. And you will say to yourself, what will you say? I love to hear from you that one day, inshallah. You'll say, I know it. I knew it for a long time. Or maybe you will jokingly say, I knew it from my childhood. Inshallah, you will become so strong. Okay, my brothers and sisters. So hope to see you next week, inshallah, and we'll carry on with lesson number 19, I think, inshallah, and a little bit more explanation of the verb. Watch for the handout of the verb. I'll send you very soon. Jazakumullahu khair, my brothers and sisters. Rabbana atina fi dunya hasanatan وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار ربنا هب لنا من أزواجنا وذرياتنا قرة أعين واجعلنا للمتقين إماما ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم سبحان ربك رب العزة عما يصفون والسلام على المرسلين والحمد لله رب العالمين. جزاكم الله خيرا. May Allah bless you, myself,